The Man in the Moon and Me. This book is about Neve, aged 4. It was written with help from Kathy Kennedy and tells all about how she became friends with the man in the moon. Have you ever wondered if there is a man in the moon? This story is about an amazing adventure that happened one night to Neve and her friend Michael when they went on a journey to the moon. It was summer, but the sun was not shining. All day long it rained. The rain came down in big wet plops. Plop, plop, plop. Neve lived in Galway. Everyone in Galway had to wear raincoats every time they went outside. The shops had all sold out of umbrellas, and there were puddles everywhere. They were so big, the cats and dogs who lived in Galway were using them as swimming pools. Neve lived in Clybourne Road. Everything in Clybourne Road was wet. The grass was wet, the cat was wet, the postman was wet. Everything was wet. Oh, why is it raining so much? Everyone was asking. Nobody knew. Everybody was miserable. Neve and Michael were miserable as well. It was the summer holidays, but they couldn't do anything. They couldn't play outside because of the rain. They had to stay in the house all day, and it was boring being in the house. They played with all their toys. They played cards. They played snakes and ladders. They played hide and seek, but they even got bored with that. That night, Neve and Michael were asleep in their beds. Everything was dark and quiet. Then, at the same time, they both suddenly woke up. They sat up in bed and looked at each other. I thought I heard a noise, said Neve. Yes, said Michael, so did I. They listened. Everything was quiet. And then it came again. It was a huge sighing noise. How strange. What on earth was that? Said Neve. It sounded as though it was coming from outside. Neve and Michael stood in the bedroom window and looked out. The moon hung in the sky like a huge round cheese. Its bright beams lit up the garden. Everything was quiet. The whole town was asleep. What could have made that sighing noise? Neve and Michael stood at the window and looked up at the moon. Why does it look so sad? Neve asked out loud. A deep, booming voice replied. You would look sad too if you had nobody to talk to. Neve and Michael almost jumped out of their skins. Did you say that? No, said Michael. I thought you said it. It was me, came the voice again. Who are you? Asked Neve. I'm the man in the moon. Neve and Michael looked at each other in amazement. So there really is a man in the moon. Well, what about the stars? Asked Neve. Can't you talk to them? Oh, they're silly little things, replied the moon. They are very nice, but they don't understand. Well, what about the sun? Asked Neve. Well, we get on very well, said the moon. But we never seem to meet. I would love to talk to him, but whenever I get somewhere, He is somewhere else, usually on the other side of the world. Well, you can talk to us, said Neve, but we are such a long way away. Why don't you come and see me? Asked the moon. Well, how? Said Neve. It's easy, replied the moon. You can climb up on one of my moonbeams. Come out into the garden and you will see. In the garden, Neve and Michael saw a long white moonbeam falling towards them. They jumped on it and began to climb. Oh, this will take us ages, gasped Neve. The moon looked so far away. And just then, a shooting star came past. Would you like a ride? He asked Neve and Michael. Oh, yes, please, they said. Hold on tight, said the star. They held onto the star and shot high up into the air. Looking down, they could see the whole of the town of Galway spread out beneath them. When they all reached the moon, Neve and Michael said hello to him and told them their names. Hello, Neve. Hello, Michael, said the moon. Tell me, what is it like to live on the earth? They told him all about what it was like. Then Neve said, Why are you so sad, Mr. Moon? Well, he replied, I get sad when I look down on the earth and I see all the unhappy people. I see people having arguments when they should be friends. I see people who are greedy and nasty, and it makes me so upset I cry all day long. Oh, that is why it's been raining so much, said Neve. Yes, said the moon. I'm terribly sorry. It's all my fault. But what about all the happy things in the world? Said Neve. Think of how happy people are when they make a new friend, like we are doing now. Oh yes, said Michael. It's wonderful being friends. People on Earth do it all the time. Oh, said the moon. I hadn't thought about that. And there are lots of times when people are especially happy, said Neve. They're happy at Christmas. They are happy when somebody has a birthday. They are happy when new babies are born. Sometimes, said Neve, they are happy for no reason at all. Really? Said the moon. Yes, said Neve. It's ever so easy to be happy. Oh, you are right, said the moon to Neve and Michael. It's silly to think about sad things and forget about happy things. I should look at all of the happy people on Earth, and then I wouldn't get upset at all. When you feel sad, said Neve, think about Michael and me. We will always come and see you when you get lonely. Yes, said Michael, and we will tell all our friends on Earth that they should try to be happy, and then you won't get upset. Oh, thank you so much, said the moon. I feel much better now. That's all right, said Neve and Michael. We'd better be getting back down to Earth now. They all said good night, and then Neve and Michael slid back down to Earth on a moonbeam. In the morning, they woke up. Wow, what an amazing adventure, said Neve. Do you think it could all have been a dream? Said Michael. They got out of bed, got dressed, and went downstairs. They went outside, and the rain had stopped. The sun was shining. Everybody was smiling. It wasn't a dream, said Neve. We really did go to the moon. And she knew that the man in the moon was happy now and that they would be friends forever. The